Your boy Terrion did an interview with our guy Corey Woods. He had some comments have been going viral. I don't know if you guys seen it yet. I know you have the tweets.
Yeah, I got the tweet. It's not from Corey, but this is from the Corey's interview. It was Terrion Arnold said about the Vikings, we're a bad matchup for Minnesota. We've got good cover guys. They got good receivers, but we got good cover guys. That was Terrion Arnold.
Trust me, that's all. Please.
Comments about Justin Jefferson, who is a notorious Lions.
I don't want to say killer because we
you
win.
can't say killer because he doesn't win the games,
Yeah.
but he puts up a lot of yards against the Lions.
He hurts.
I got the numbers.
Yeah.
9 games, 1,154 yards.
God damn.
He has his career high from 2022, 223 yards. That's one that'll say he beat Randy and Chris Carter.
Yeah.
And I remember we at what bar were we at for that one? Someone of them's downtown.
I'm not sure.
Whatever. Terrion, love you, brother. Well, I mean, is it
He held him to what, like 80
yards last game?
He
82
played
or
well
something
on
like
him. You know, if you hold Justin Jefferson under 100 yards, that is an extreme W because he is that level of wide receiver. But I'd rather him just not say that.
Yeah, don't.
There's no need for that.
Yeah, honestly.
I love it. I love the confidence.
For sure.
I love the, it's, we talk about it. We want our defensive backs to talk shit.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
Now the pressure's on you. Now I'm looking at you, Rook.
Yeah,
Go out there and back it up. Go out there and cover Justin Jefferson.
with some help, hopefully.
Hopefully.
Terrion Arnold's stats in the season. He's lit up 56 receptions for 728 yards, 4 touchdowns, on 103.6 quarterback rating. I love the confidence too. Like that's like we almost do that as an attribute you need to be a cornerback in the National Football League, and it shows that like he's been or expects to be that caliber of player. I love it. A little bit too following a week where he didn't look the greatest against another rookie, Ricky Pearsall.
Yeah.
I think it's more down the road, though, we get that version of Terrion Arnold. This year's version of Terrion Arnold, like I said, 103.6 quarterback rating on the season. This guy, Justin Jefferson, we all view as the best, if not top 2 in the league. The only person was a running mate from LSU and Jamar Chase.
Yeah.
I don't know. It's just not a good look. I guess I don't really care because what's going to happen is going to happen. But it's not a good look. I don't want him to get clowned. But he doesn't care.
No,
If you don't care, I don't care.
Yeah, if you're gonna go out there and say that, you got to go out there and you got to prove it.
Yeah.
Like you're gonna go out there and say that. You're gonna say that to the media, which you believe. Mm-hmm. You got to go out there and you got to back it up, and the whole world's gonna be watching.
Now, no disrespect, brother, but this gives me PTSD flashbacks of when Stanley Johnson called out LeBron James before going at him in the playoffs. And I was like, I don't know if you need to do that. But obviously I have way more faith in Terrion.
No, that's who he is.
But you love that. That's an attribute that Detroit gets behind. I remember when Stanley Johnson did that, all jokes aside, the whole city rallied behind that. They loved that. They loved that Stanley came out there with that type of energy, that type of mentality. And that's what it takes to not only be successful in this city, but to be loved in this city. So Terrion has the trait. Do I expect him to actually go out and do it? No. But that's partly my Stanley Johnson PTSD there.
Yeah, I don't give a shit about Stanley Johnson. I don't even want to.
I don't care about him deeply, Spencer. It's just a memory, dude.
It's This is who Terrion Arnold is.
Yeah.
He is that level of confident. You saw it from the day they drafted him. You've seen it all season. Like he's got the goldfish mentality. He's confident in his abilities, and he's confident in the level of player he is. Do you need to say that about Justin Jefferson before the most important game of the Lions' regular season history? No, but fine. Like it's not going to really change anything. I don't know if Justin Jefferson's going to see that as bulletin board material or anything like that. You just got to go out there and you got to back up your words.
It could be a sicko 40 chess move where like you try to put him in diva mode where he wants the ball to prove a point. Ruining everything else.
I like it.
You know what I'm saying?
Hat.
I mean,
I like it.
Because in fairness, and this is why I respect Sam Darnold, to be honest with you, he shares the ball around, and I think that's one of the biggest reasons why Jared Goff is elite this year. is he's not just targeting one guy. Whoever's open is getting the goddamn ball. And that's how you play efficient football. And Sam Darnold's been doing that lately. He's been utilizing Addison, been utilizing Speedy. They got Hawkinson now. They got the Sons. Addison, Hawkinson, Jefferson. It's kind of crazy.
They do got the Sons.
They got the Sons. But maybe he's trying to get him in diva mode. You know what I'm saying? Like, especially if Terrion's going to be on him, you know he's going to have the extra help. So he's probably not going to look his way. You're going to go to an Addison, Naylor, Hawkins, whoever it may be. Mm-hmm. But because he wants to prove his point, he's going back to that huddle. Give me the fucking ball. I'm trying to, I don't know. Maybe a 40 chest there.
I don't know. I don't think it. I think that's just Terrion being Terrion. I think that's just him being confident. It's not going to change. And like I said, all right, you said it. Go out there and back it up now.
When else to have the biggest game of your young career? And, at home, last game of the regular season.
How about your first interception?
Exactly. That's what I'm talking about. I had that, expectations were through the roof for this guy, for me.
Yeah.
I mean, we want to talk about some bad bets. That's one
5
for you.
picks?
4 picks or some shit?
I don't know what it was.
I think it was 4.
It was Defensive Rookie of the Year. That's what it was. But, yeah, when is going to be a better time to get your first interception? You're talking the shit about the number 1 wide receiver in the NFL. And their number 2 is not a slouch either. Jordan Addison is like a very good number 2 in the NFL. Like, you're going to be matched up against some tough wideouts all game. You just got to have the short memory like we talked about and get your head around. We talked about some of these big pass interference calls. Like, he needs to get his head around or else they will flag him going up against this Minnesota Vikings team who's drawn the most pass interferences all season long in the NFL. Terrion needs to get his head around in this game. One big thing that's going to stand out to me.
Couple comments over sports chat. One from Keith Gallardo says, Terrion, better let a naysayer know. And I hope that's the scenario. He's got the build.
He's got the build.
Of what you want to guard Justin Jefferson. He's Justin fucking Jefferson.
Justin Jefferson. He's the best wide receiver in the NFL. So you're going to talk big. You're going to do that. What better way to do it than the most important game of the season against the best player in that position?
Maybe he's like one of those guys who kind of has to put that goal in front of him.
Yeah, self-actualize. That's fine. Like I said.
Remember C.T. Fletch? Go, motherfucker, come on. That shit was awesome, bro.
No, just go out there and ball, kid. I like it. I like the confidence. Just go out there and take care of. Like I said, they did a very good job against Justin Jefferson in that first game.
Yeah.
Held him to 83, whatever it was. Mm-hmm. Do that again, and you can talk all the shit you want.
Now, let's before we close this and go to break, let's place like a fair expectation to where we can't cook them for these comments because hindsight is going to be 2020 if Jefferson comes out and balls, but we also expect Jefferson to ball. So what's like a stat line that Terrion holds Jefferson to where you're like that's kind of the threshold?
You hold him under 100 yards, that's a win.
Okay. 2 yards. No, I'm kidding.
you hold him under 100 yards, it's a win. It's a huge win.
Yeah.
Is that where you're at?
I like that. Although it's going to be in bracket coverage, it's going to be with a little bit of help.
Yeah.
That's still a positive because that means you shut him. Like he still goes for 100 yards against those type of coverages. So yeah, it'd be a W for Detroit Lions. I know what I said is really hypothetical, the 40 chest thing, but I kind of do hope it has that little bit of effect on him because obviously the guys bracketing Kirby Joseph, Brian Branch, both should be Pro Bowlers.
Yeah, they're going to be.
Yeah.
Smelling that Darnolditis back there.
Little ball.
Yeah. He does throw one.
Little ball hawk action.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
According to One Bar.
Our guy One Bar
said
he gets a little shade of Darnoldism in him every now and then in the game.
We'll twitch.
And shout out to my dad for the shirt.
Nice
shout out.
Nice. It's dope. I like it. I don't know where he got it, but he got it for me for Christmas. So
shout out
to Pops.
Yeah, you been rocking the Miggy one was hot.
Yeah.
The Lions one, that one was sick too.
Yeah.
You got.
Oh, I got a bunch of cool shirts.
Up.
My dad got me another. He got me a Kid Cunningham shirt too. It's pretty sweet. Don't even understand what you said.
Gosh, my mama. What the fuck you say?
I'm gonna say real quick on Terrion, keep him out of the end zone. Let him cook through the 20s if you're gonna let him cook, and then I would say, do not have a late PI call. That's gonna look extremely brutal.
I guess
I'm talking last drive of the game. Like they just throw the ball up to JJ, and then that's boom, like a late fucking flag. Like that'd be just.
Well, make it to where the last drive of the game doesn't matter.
Preach.
Make it to where you take that out of the game.
Yeah.
or have the ball and kneel it out. That'd be the last drive of the game.
They have the most yards in the league off PI. The Minnesota Vikings.
Pass interference merchants. Those
Yeah.
Minnesota Vikings.
Because then they play in London. I remember Jay Jettas got sauced in like 2 back-to-back PIs, and they put them in the red zone. That's kind of how they won that game. The Jets weren't even they're piss poor this year. I don't know, man. I'm just ready for this game to be here. I'm happy I'm not in the fucking hospital or dying. I'll be able to watch
me too.
it.
Preach.
Me too. Let's go to break and come back.